I'm going to go ahead and start unless someone literally says no, don't. Okay.
Don't stop. Don't.
A minute ago. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to embarrass myself. Hey, everybody, welcome Beth Clements and Colonel Bart Kennerson to the stage, please. Beth and Bart. Can I call you Bart or Colonel?
No, Bart would be appropriate.
We are here today to talk about Freedom Fest 2012, the free community 4th of July event and fireworks show at Sheppard Air Force Base, right?
Right.
All right, so it's June 30th, that's a Saturday. It's more or less an all-day event, right?
Yes.
And we have a whole list of events going on. They've got all kinds of kid-friendly stuff. They've got bands, they've got concessions and so on. You guys have a bunch of pieces of paper in front of you, and I bet you have some things you want to make sure that you say so these nice generals from the PAO don't smack you in the car on the drive home. So why don't we, oh yeah, I've worked with you people.
They're part of us, though.
They're all, well, hey, it's Team Sheppard.
They're actually here to keep us in line. So if we have any other questions we can't answer, they'll answer them for us.
So is there anything you want to get to that you want, some highlights you wanted to talk about right away before we started getting into other details? Like something about this year's event?
Yeah.
Something new, something spectacular?
Yes, this year we're actually going to be bringing back mud volleyball and softball. We've extended the deadlines for sign-ups until the 25th of June to allow people, since we've been able to come out and spread the word in a bigger fashion to allow people to sign up.
Now the mud volleyball, you said, is it mud volleyball, just mud volleyball, or another mud event? Did I hear you say two things? Or
No,
just mud volleyball?
Mud volleyball and then softball.
Okay, so these are sort of general events, right?
Correct.
They take place in the morning.
Yes.
So what's the, is it just for trophies? I mean, is it a fundraiser? Or people have to register and know all that?
Right, the registration will actually in turn pay for the prizes or award ceremony, the t-shirts or trophies at the end.
Okay. Now you guys, you've been doing the mud volleyball for a while now, right?
Correct.
It's
We
hugely
actually haven't
popular,
had it in the last two Freedom Fest.
because it didn't rain last year. You didn't have any water for mud. That wasn't the reason?
No, it wasn't pre-planned.
You guys aren't making your own water out there at the base, are you? You guys do a lot of amazing things. I wasn't sure.
Have you seen Pauly Shore's movie though, right?
Biosphere?
Making his own water.
I don't want Pauly Shore's water. So, okay.
The mud volleyball sign-ups actually will be done in advance. The fees for them are $45.
Okay, can y'all hear her? Because she's a little shy with that microphone.
Yeah.
It's just holding things close.
There it is.
Wait, where do you get these people?
I thought I would be the loose cannon. I will rise to this challenge. So, the entries, if you're watching out there in TV land, don't believe what you see online, because I did, foolishly. And the registrations for mud volleyball and the one-pitch softball tournament have been extended to the 25th. So that is Monday, right? Oh, it's a Thursday. I don't know what day it is. It's the 25th.
5 days before the event.
Thank you, Laura.
There we go.
You know, I think there's a future for you here at this show. So we got the lowdown on mud volleyball, the one-pitch. So I never heard of a one-pitch softball tournament. I guess this is just what it sounds like, right?
Yes.
There's no other modifications. You just get one crack at it.
That's correct. You're either going to hit it, you're going to walk.
So there's not an umpire, obviously. Is there an umpire at home plate? What does he do?
He'll call that pitch.
Oh, so it could be if it's not hittable, it's a walk. Oh, okay.
If it isn't a strike, yes.
One strike.
Can you imagine taking a strike in one-pitch softball? That is no kind of strategy. I think they're trying to move along the pace of the game, swing the bat. Okay, so then there's a couple of events, a couple of competitions that overlap with the event itself. Now this grill-off, describe the grill-off for me. Please tell me it's happening, because it's
Yes.
on my notes. Okay.
The
You kind of give me a blank stare, like, there's no grill-off.
No, the grill off is actually an mirrored image of what goes on TV with the Iron Chef. But there'll be teams that actually sign up and to participate, and they'll have a certain allotted time to prepare the food, allow it to cook, and then there'll be a judging afterwards.
Oh, wow. I've never seen Iron Chef. So,
Like basket of certain ingredients or
Yes.
It's chopped.
odd
Yes.
things, weird things?
I don't know that there'll be weird things. It's the base. It'll be established foods that they'll have to actually cook and prepare and be edible. They'll bring their own spices and seasons. You're signing up for that also, and that deadline has been extended to the 25th.
25th.
Yes.
Which I've told us 5 days before the event.
The teams can be no more than 3 people.
So that starts before the public's allowed onto the base, but does it overlap? Is there a public involvement in the cooking competition? Do they taste test? Do they?
No, there'll actually be a panel of judges.
Okay, so that is sort of a side event as opposed to the event that's open to the public, correct?
They can watch it being prepared.
Okay, so
Yes.
okay, I wasn't sure.
It'll be on the event site.
Car show. Who doesn't love a car show? Tell me about the car show.
The car show this year is actually going to open up to a car and bike show.
Yes.
You can pre-register before the 29th for $15, and then you can also register the day of for $20. Registration will start at 11 on the day of, and then the event will actually take place, and everybody and their brother will.
I bet that will be an enormous turnout.
Yes,
I mean, car shows
they're
are
actually
so
expecting
popular.
it. They're expecting it to at least double from what we had in 2010.
Now, the event itself that the public comes to, what are some of the family-friendly stuff going on for that you can take your kids out to?
There'll be at least 6, if not more, inflatable water rides, so that's a huge hit.
Really?
To ensure that parents and children all have on bathing suits. It's nothing like wearing wet clothes all day that you can't change out.
Yes.
So premeditated bathing suits for the kids.
Premeditated bathing suits. That's the name of my new
Come
band.
prepared.
That sounds like something in the penal code. That's the name of my new band. I did not say penal code. Beth is naughty.
She is naughty, sir, she's naughty.
Call me sir. The Patriot Riders, that's always a cool visual. They're going to come do a lap around the field, so to speak.
Yes, they'll actually probably have an entrance that comes through. Hearing them alone is an entrance upon itself.
All right, so up on the stage they got 4 bands playing: Lewis, Brazos Stone, the Covers Brothers, and then Jonathan Tyler and Northern Lights. If you're all familiar with the local music scene, you've seen all these guys play. Covers Brothers 3 of the 4 guys used to be in Big Lou, so they'll be fun to see. Jonathan Tyler is a hugely influential band in this part of the country. I'll be happy to. I'll be introducing these guys. I'm the MC of the event. Good night. I think when I was talking about this the other day, I said they said, "Oh, you're getting paid." I said, "Well, I think I'm going to get paid with a Mylar balloon and all the sweat I can personally produce." So.
And you get more time with Beth.
Well.
Excellent! I can't wait.
Honey, are you coming out to the? Flyover general. So the general's going to address the troops and the civilians.
The general will not be there, but Colonel Prakash, the vice wing commander, will be providing.
Now they're talking about 30,000 people coming out to this. That makes it one of the biggest events around here at all.
It is. It'll be the biggest event over the next 2 years. It'll probably happen.
Really?
And then
So,
that's the air show, which is potentially in about 3 years.
but even that's a multi-day event. That's a 2-day event, isn't it? The air show.
2 days.
And then the fireworks. I love this. Everything else is at the top of the hour. 6:30. Fireworks. 10:02 p.m.
10:02 is usually because the radio stations and the TV stations.
Oh, it comes on.
Do a preamp and then they'll simulcast.
I'm surprised you resisted the urge to make that 22:02. That's military time, people.
It's getting dangerous.
That was a really hearty laugh. Okay, so before we let them go, we're going to run through some of the tips they have for us civilians. If you say things like 10:02 p.m. There's a lot of regulations and limitations involving getting on base. You want to walk us through some of the things that folks can be mindful of when they're coming out on the 30th?
Yes, if they are not ID card holders, all the entrances into the event are actually going to be done through the hospital gate.
Okay.
And then they'll be directed into the large parking areas. At the end of the event, they'll be pushed north to the Missile Road gate, and all 4 lanes will actually flush all the way
Okay,
to
be one way
I-44.
on both sides.
That's correct.
So what can you bring in, what can you not bring in, what do you need to expect when they go through the entry point?
The biggest thing, if you can't, the biggest tip to give you.
Listen up, criminals.
That's right. The biggest thing for you to remember that if you're going to the gates and you can't take it through TSA, don't bring it on base, because they will confiscate it unless you want to take it back to where you came from. Or yeah, you can have shoes. You won't have to take your shoes off.
How about toothpaste?
But what's that?
Toothpaste.
So,
long as it's
why are you going to bring toothpaste? Just brush your teeth before and after.
Depending on what you eat when you're there.
Really. Just put your OCD, in check for one evening.
But yeah, just as long as you kind of use the rule of thumb, if you can't take it with TSA, don't try to bring it on base. No weapons, no guns,
No
none of
lotion,
that.
nothing.
You can bring lotion. Yeah, you can bring.
Ice chests with food, but they're subject to inspection.
Well, and that's an extra haul for a lot of people. We have several different vendors that have
There's lots of
actually...
concession, but
Yes.
I'm just going, by what I saw on the page there. If you bring your kid, you can bring a stroller, bring a small diaper bag. No animals unless it's an assistance animal. Alcohol, none.
We're selling it.
We're selling it. Woo! I'm drinking it.
We'll also have an ATM there for those that don't feel like they have to go ahead and drain the bank to come and not knowing exactly what they're going to spend. Everything's been priced to where it's not very expensive at the same time. So,
Well, it's a free event. It's an all-day event. You get so much bang for your no buck at all. I mean,
Right.
I think people expect to have to, pay more than they're going to pay at United for a hot dog. But
the funnel cakes and the fried this and the fried that, things that you
Love
can
it.
only get when you're at events.
you can bring any electronics you want, assuming that they're not DOD, prohibited.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
No jamming equipment,
Detonation devices.
If you saw it on 24, don't bring it.
If he has wires hanging out of his toothpaste, it'll be an issue.
It's my underwear.
Sweet.
Exploding breath mints. Don't even joke about that stuff. They don't have a sense of humor about that kind of stuff. Colonel Kimerson, what does it mean to the base to host this event?
Well, this is huge. I mean, obviously, this event could not be successful without shows like yourself to make it happen. Beyond
To delegitimize it.
Well, the resources that it takes to put on such an event like this just shows the outpouring from the community, the support that we have for the base. Obviously, the base, with their warm welcome as far as helping us make this event successful, the base in itself couldn't do it. And so with the thousands of dollars contributed and sponsorship and advertisement like y'all are doing for us, we thank you very much for it.
Well, we in turn are grateful for everything you guys do for this community and do for our country. So a round of applause to our terrific guests. June 30th. Basically, it starts at noon unless you're participating in one of the pre-event events. It's free. Tell your friends. Bring your family. Come on out. We'll see you guys on the 30th. I'll be there. Hey guys, let's try this again. A round of applause for our guests. Thank you very much, Sheppard Air Force Base. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to get Carrie Collins up here. And we're all going to laugh and laugh and laugh. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.